Good morning, MS Live. Today's Tuesday, towards the end of March. Remember, March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. That is what we say on the East Coast. Uh, and I've lived everywhere in the United States, or not everywhere, but most places, a lot of places. And I'm thinking, what is, all right, just 1 minute here. I'm thinking, what is, uh, um, you know what? I'm just thinking, all right, never mind. Uh, and I'm thinking, where was March different? In Arizona, it was not March comes in like a lamb or like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Arizona, March was a windy month in Lake Havasu. Windy month. Now, yeah, March is, and then April to May, you get out of Arizona because it starts getting hot. So that was, and the Inland Empire in Southern California, March was a beautiful month. A little rainy. Remember, the rain came in March, if it rained at all. But this Loma Linda, gorgeous, gorgeous, and we had palm trees in the background, well, down, and fruit trees and snow-capped mountains in the back. Problem is that it was in California. And if anybody who lives in California, you know what I mean. It's no secret. Let me see. Where else? Where else was it? Yeah, Oklahoma, March was really, I remember the beginning of the March was really cold. As far as the wind would blow from one side of Oklahoma to the other. In fact, I've never been in a place where I felt that, hi, Susan, that I felt like I could die walking across a field because it was so cold. It was cold. Um, and I want to tell you guys, when everybody started pouring in, Susan, I'm so glad you're here. And two people are watching on YouTube, so they're slowly coming in. And then we're going to pick up. Talk a little bit about MS and about dealing with difficulties. Let me think. In Florida was really, it was nice. This was a good month. March is a really good month. If you can get down to Florida in March, Orlando or whatever, it's fantastic. You know what? I was thinking in San Diego, March was nice, but what was common, a common thing in San Diego was June gloom. And people on the East Coast don't understand June gloom. And what June gloom is it's the mist. It's, it's like dingy. It's kind of like the East Coast is in the winter. There's a haze, there's a darkness about it. So June, that's what happens in June, and then of course it goes later into the day, and everything's burned off by I'd say by 3 o'clock. But anyway, um, let's see. A couple things I want to talk about. Uh, and you know what? The vaccine. I know we've been all talking about the vaccine, and it's an individual choice to take the vaccine or not. Um, I almost considered Dennis. Dennis. So I almost considered taking the vaccine, the Johnson and Johnson, because it's like a flu. It's a dead virus, and it goes well with rituximab and Ocrevus. But what it is that I did the research, mRK, I think, is the genetic uh, vaccines are either created uh, based on its aborted fetal tissue. And hi, Jane. So for me, I'm not. Hi, Susan. Oh yeah, I know you're still watching, Susan. So for me, hi, Chris. It is it's a physical or a mental, spiritual decision for me to take the vaccine. If I took the vaccine, to me, I'd be a hypocrite. I can't do it. Can't do it. By the way, and the reason why I'm saying this is because Franklin Graham got on and made a public statement. He said that Jesus would take the vaccine. And anybody who has a personal relationship with Jesus Christ knows they'd never we're not supposed to predict what Jesus would do. Uh, so with Franklin Graham saying that, it's it's kind of scary to me. It's scary. So based on the fact that all the viruses have a component, have some sort of relationship with dealing with aborted fetuses, based on my my spiritual relationship with Christ. I can't do it. Even if I get it and it get COVID and it kills me, I can't do it. And I almost did it. I almost, in fact, I signed up because Hopkins was really leaning on me. And I just got to thinking. So again, I'm not telling you not to get it. Uh, what I will tell you is that the inactive, the one that is most inactive, that is consistent with virus, is the Johnson and Johnson one vaccine. So if and we talked on YouTube that there is specific medications that you take that you're not supposed to get the Johnson and Johnson. So check with your neurologist, make darn sure, because I'm not a doctor. Neither are any of you, and I know y'all. Anyway, so another thing I'm thinking about doing, maybe towards the end of the year, is I'm thinking, hi Susan. What I'm thinking is, wouldn't it be great to have a MS Live conference, MS Frontiers, MS Live, and I think I could book something. Yeah. All right. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I'm thinking that the cheapest place to do it would be in Las Vegas, and renting just block of uh, um, a block of hotel rooms. What I'll do is I'll enlist all of you guys. We'll have a fundraising campaign, and all that money that we raise for MS Live throughout the from now until the hi Tim. Oh, but all the money that is raised will go towards reducing the charges of the room. And what we'll do is we'll get in the swimming pool. Hi Tim. Yes. So Tim is here. So let's hi Laura. So let's let's I'll tell you what. I just don't know who. Does anybody want to stand up and head organize that? Because one of the things I found out about my personality, and you guys know, is that I tend to Laura, that's great, but what I tend to do is overpromise. I book myself so solidly, and I and I just then all of a sudden I'm stuck with the priority, and I don't know. I just don't have it. So if anybody wants to head, uh, I know I'm a great organizer. In fact, forget this MS Live stuff. I'd rather plan the group trip. Uh, so I think it would be so much fun. It would be so much fun where we all end up in a Vegas hotel, and we all go to the swimming pool. We'll have specific. You know what? All right, I'm thinking big. I'm thinking somebody who specializes in MS water aerobics or yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, if anybody, all right, we need a fundraiser person, and an organizer. Actually, I want to find the hotel and find the best rate because that's what I love getting the best deal. So, so if anybody, all right, Tim, all right, you're not going to be able to fly. Can you take a train? Can you, you know, yeah, scooter. You can take a scooter. You could drive, take a train, a bus. All right. Why won't Jane have time to swim? By the way, let's see. You know what, Gina? You don't have to sneak across the border. You don't have to sneak across. Gina, I'll figure out a way. You got to be there. Yeah, you've got to be there. Now, Chris mentioned we're going back to, I'm jumping around, we're going back to the vaccination. Chris is talking about what Franklin Graham said. Franklin Graham made the statement that you should get the COVID vaccine, and that if Jesus were alive, he'd take it. And that's a, that's blasphemy. You cannot speak for Christ. You can't do that. You just, anybody who has a relationship with Christ knows that Christ speaks to you. You listen, and again. So what Chris says, Jesus, well, would not take it. Franklin Graham was not thinking straight. Again, it's Franklin Graham is a great person. He's a great person. Now we're all guilty of falling short of the glory of God, right? We're all guilty, and the problem is that because he's so much in the spotlight, uh, uh, people are less forgiving of ministers and pastors and people of the Bible or who teach the Bible when they make these claims. You would say, "Oh my gosh," because if you didn't know Franklin Graham, you would, or didn't know of his history or his father, you would. It's easy to pass judgments on what he said. But it again. Hi, Paul. Again, did you hear, Paul, that Franklin Graham said Jesus would take the vaccination? Again, I did the research, and MRH is the compound that is consistent with aborted fetuses. So if you're like me, pro-life, that is a struggle. Hi, Karen. It's a struggle. To me, it's absolutely a game changer. I can't do it because getting the vaccination is not consistent with my beliefs. But anyway, but it is what is recommended for those of us with comorbidities, comortalities, I don't know. And I almost gave in to getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which if you're going to get a vaccine, vaccine. The Johnson and Johnson is the one to get. Hi, Chris. Yeah, Susan, I'm talking about the vaccine, any of the vaccines. I believe there is, I think there's 5 drug companies that are doing that. But when Franklin Graham made that statement that Jesus would get the vaccine, it just, those of us who have a personal relationship with Christ is like, ugh. I'm glad the teachers, the Bible says the teachers will be held judged harsher than anyone else. And so you better not stray, add anything to the Bible or take it away or whatever. So back to a retreat, I need Susan, you're good, Chris, Jane, Tim, Dennis, big time. You know what it is why don't we have a committee Zoom meeting? Dennis, can you set up a committee Zoom meeting? And I'll try to do an impromptu on raising enough money to offset, maybe even pay for the rooms. But anyway, all right, so I don't want to get into that, Susan. Can anybody type in why, or I'll tell you what, again, I figure that out. I don't know. All right, I want to show you guys something. My mother's husband, my stepdad, died of in November, a couple days after his birthday, a couple hours after Alex Trebek. His dream car was this here. Hang on. His dream car was the T-Bird. It's a 56 Thunderbird. All right. Do you see that? 56 Thunderbird. Oh, you can see better if I'm back here. 56 Thunderbird. When he died, Mom gave it to me and Brian, my husband and myself. And I'll tell you, yesterday I drove it all over. I took neighbors for a ride. I went over to the gym and I swam. And you know what? I had my walker right where I was sitting here and I was over here. Yeah. And it was so wonderful. It is 56 Thunderbird convertible. It was beautiful, beautiful. And I drove around. We have some neighbors who are into riding their motorcycles. Husband and wife gets in the motorcycle. And I think of you, Gina, with your sweet husband. You guys get on the motorcycle and you go. We have Jeep people, a lot of Jeep people on our street here, where they get on the Jeep and they get going and the American flags hanging off. This is a 1956 Ford Thunderbird. In fact, that's the Betsy Ross banner. And there is my favorite seat is the passenger seat where I'm sitting over here, because that's the Dennis me waving, smiling, waving. And I love that. But I'm telling you what, getting in there and having Brian drive, me sitting there and feeling, it's a V8. It is such a strong engine. It's just awesome. Let's see. All right, so all right. Okay, so what I want to talk about now is now that the weather's breaking for many of us, in fact, the best time to drive the T-Bird, in fact, I put the top down, the best time to drive it is when the temperature is between 60 and 75. Any warmer than that, that sun beats down on you, and that's not good. Uh, uh, anyway, so that is. So now that the weather is breaking, or starting to break there, and we're coming out, we all have spring fever. The MS Society came out with a magazine this time talking about how therapeutic gardening is, and Jane's helping many of us with the flower seeds. I'm getting ready to plant that. So what I wanted to say is that, or you go outside and you decide you're going to walk, and what happens when it's harder than it was last year. It's been a year since we've done anything good outside. So what I would like to tell you is if you get a I don't know, a little bag. In a little bag, put your cell phone, put your water, put a snack, put a garden trowel. Just put all that stuff, and then bring a walker, bring something that will help you get up and down, and go out into the garden. And I'll tell you what, it's time to pull out the leaves out of the garden and mulch. And you look at that and you think, there's no way I can mulch. There's no way I can weed or anything. It's too hard or tiring, or it's just not in the mood. It's hard, like going to college. It is so hard to do anything that you don't feel like doing, kind of like cooking or that kind of thing. So it is. It is, if you get out there and you get on the ground, and I'll tell you what, I like to put music on, and I'm surrounded by chickens and dogs, and I wave to neighbors. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. All right, what did you sell? All right, Chris is talking about selling. You are sweet. Behind the wheel driving is the best part. Okay, so you go outside. Something I wanted to tell you, another thing, is that I watched Food is Medicine. It's a documentary, and believe it or not, Terry Wall of the Wall's Protocol was big time into talking about what we should do with MS, what we should do. What we should do. See, do I look better? With MS, how should we eat? And this here is the first step of the Wall's Protocol to heal your leaky gut. I'm thinking, since I'm going to be in this bio study, I'm thinking this is a good time for me to embrace some of the things she says will help. It will help heal your body. Help made her walk. There's enough people who've been on it that have seen positive results that it's a 30-day trial. So you're welcome to join me. I'll tell you when. So not right away. Of course I got to eat all the pie and the cake, and I got to gain 5 pounds of because. All right. So what our first step is, if you want to join me in the 30-day challenge, I think April 1st, April Fool's Day is when I'm going to start. I think that's a good time to start. Okay, and what it is that you're supposed to get 9 cups a day of leafy greens, of leafy greens, like really packed leafy greens, meaning garden salad, dark lettuces. You can get kale, collard greens, that kind of thing. 9 cups a day. You gotta throughout the day. The other thing is that you get 3 cups. I'm sorry, 3 cups of the green fluffy or lettuce stuff. 3 cups of sulfur foods. That is what are 3, like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, that kind of coleslaw, that kind. So 3 cups of that, and then 3 cups of it was three. Oh, of colorful vegetables, whether it's carrots chopped up or tomatoes. 3 cups of that. So 3 of lettuce, 3 of chopped up colorful vegetables or fruits, like cut some grapes and throw it in your salad, and do the salad with oil and vinegar, a little bit of honey if you like sweet. So that's the first thing. 9 cups of this vegetables a day. The second thing is and the most important, which is going to be so hard, is that cutting out for 30 days, the entire month of April, cutting out all dairy and all gluten. No bread, no, and all dairy. So if you want to have milk in your coffee, then what you should do is get almond milk. Almond milk's okay. Coconut milk, that kind of thing. So in fact, if you go to msfrontiers.org and look at the diets, I have. In fact, let me look there. I'm going to go there now. Let's see, I'm still streaming. So I'm going to do MS Frontiers. All right, it's taking a while, but what? Now it's all right. Let's switch to all right. MS Frontiers. Tears.org. So go to msfrontiers.org or .com. Both of them is ours. Let me see. And while it's loading up, I'll tell you if the protocol. All right. Let's see. More. Diets for MS, then go to the Diets for MS page. All right, just 1 minute. And then if you go down, it's the second diet on the left. Down, I have all of them. I have all anti-inflammatory diet, Mediterranean diet, Swank diet, Wall's protocol, McDougall diet, overcoming MS, paleo diet, gluten-free diet for MS, Best Bet by Ashley. It's Ashley Embry. Ketogenic diet for MS, the Plant Paradox, and also the Mayo Clinic has the MS diet. So if you go to msfrontiers.org and you click on details of the Wall's diet, you scroll down, and let me see, it takes you to the Wall's protocol page. And in fact, it is wild. All right, programs. All right, so and you can, of course, you can pay a lot of money to belong to it. I have the book, and I can tell you exactly what to do. So if you are into joining me, Sharia, by the way, I just saw you guys. You're wondering where Sharia's been. Sharia typically is on Facebook. Maureen. Maureen, we got some more Canadians. Canucks. We've got more Canucks. Love you guys. I just, I don't know. So, if you want to join me in seeing if the claims are you will feel an immediate change in energy and balancing in 30 days. So if it doesn't work, then we'll go back to eating cheesecake. So, I'm a foodie, so I don't know how in the world that's going to happen. But it is. It's going to happen. So April 1st, the whole month of April. If you want to join me in trying, really trying, honestly, not to break that, but just the whole month of April. All right, Maureen is originally from New York City. Maureen, why? Why did you move? Why'd you move? It wasn't cold enough for you on the East Coast? Jane's reminding everyone that it's the less income you have, the harder it is to eat nutritious. I will say, if you have a farmer's market around that our town has a farmer's market that's going to open. It's April 1st, which is perfect because then you go to the farmer's market. All right, hang on. Go to the farmer's market. Okay. You go to the farmer's market and you get grass-fed produce. You get you get vegetables. But I'll tell you what, Jane says that if you want to eat healthy, then you can grow your own produce. Grow your own. All right. But anyway, you can do that. So peppers, carrots, bright. By the way, you can have zucchini or squash, but you got no skin. You got to peel the skin off, which was Misty, you're here. But by the way, you should be getting that bookmarker probably today if you hadn't already. No, I think you must have gotten it. All right, let me see. Oh, you fell in love Misty moved from the United States to Canada. Let me see. From Montreal. I've been to Montreal. Montreal is beautiful. But again, you gotta like winter if you're gonna go up north. Yeah, that is. So let's see here. Maureen, I have a question for you. Maureen, did I send you a bookmark? A bookmark front and back? If not, Maureen, if you could send me your address. Karen, you're always here. If you want a bookmark, text me or private message me your address, your home address, and all right, Maureen, private message me or go to msfrontiers.org and contact me through that website and give me your address and I'll put it in the mail. I bought lots and lots of stamps so I could pay for it. I can pay. So definitely do that. Now, in fact, I used to say the only diet that is easy to stick to is the one you stick to, and sometimes it's eating, uh, uh, eliminating one diet, one food that is bad. Like Karen was, she eliminated sugar. Uh, uh, so basically, if you can get vegetables that are not sprayed with pesticides, that is huge. No gluten, nothing. Yeah, we'll try around the chips. Yeah, I corn chips. By the way, avocado is huge. Got to eat that. Um, anyway, all right. You know what? I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. I'll tell you what. Chat amongst yourself. All right. Because guess what? I have to go potty. I have to go to the bathroom. So chat amongst yourself, and I'll be back. Hi guys. Sorry about that. All right. Talking about. Uh, all right. Talking about bladder situations. You know how many of us have to take Vanessa. Uh, you know what, Vanessa? All right. Let me just see. So, and Vicky's here. All right. So let me tell you something. Many of us have urgency and frequency, have to go to the bathroom all the time. I took a break and I had to run to the bathroom. They, they medication, when that doesn't work anymore, they offer you Botox, but there's another type of thing they do for people who have urinary problems and even bowel problems. They put an electrode, it's like a stick, and you try this, and it stimulates your brain. So it actually has a very high success rate. So they're thinking about putting that in. You know what? And what Jane's saying is true. That is 3 cups. Is turnips sliced thin and onions fried a little with a tablespoon of butter and a splash of heavy cream. Oh my gosh, that sounds wonderful. But to do the Walls protocol without the heavy cream, um, you know what? I think that is fantastic. I think that's what we have to do. do. We need to, you know what, that email loop that we have for each other. Why don't we? Why don't I send everybody a list, an email of the first step and the substitutes. Wouldn't it be great? And let me do that. So what happens is that if you have something to say or a recipe or a substitute for something, you would, instead of responding to me, you reply to all, and then so it would be a ongoing kind of communication with all of us. Uh, I you're hungry. Well, you should have had breakfast, right? You should have. Um, you should have had breakfast. So this here, you know what? I'm always hungry. But Jane, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to, they say 9 cups, but 3 cups of the sulfur rich stuff. So if I cut up a bunch of onions, having German blood in me or yeah, if I cut up a bunch of onions and saute that with mushrooms, uh, and I like the rutabaga. If I go down and get a rutabaga, yeah, I don't like turnips as much as I like rutabaga. So thinly slice the rutabaga and then fry it in maybe avocado oil on both sides, and then top it with that onion mixture. I think that onion, mushroom, garlic mixture, maybe with a tad of sherry. Just and with mushrooms, anytime you're sautéing mushrooms, put a little soy sauce in there because that makes it come to and makes the mushroom really taste like a mushroom. So I think that's what we're gonna. I think you can drink coffee on walls. The problem is you can't. You're not supposed to drink have any dairy. So what I think. All right. So I think what we have to do is just you can drink coffee, but substitute where it says substitute dairy. You can't do that. So I'm thinking, I think goat's milk is acceptable. Like goat cheese, because I'll tell you what, you mix goat cheese with the cranberries on it, uh, stop it. So what I'm thinking is crumbled goat cheese. I think it's goat cheese. I'm pretty sure. So that'll be in the email. Does it have to be? You got to give up cheese, but you can't. I think it's goat cheese. I need to look at that. I'll send you all an email. Vanessa, let me see. Missy, Missy. No, Misty. I'm sorry. So what? And then I see Sharonda. Yeah, Benadryl. You know why, Sharonda? Benadryl seems to help you reduce your symptoms is because Benadryl is a anti-inflammatory. It's great. All right. Okay. Yeah, because I drink 2 cups of coffee before 12. I drink it very slow. So all right. So instead, if you can't remove gluten right now, just get your mind around thinking that you're going to start if you're going to join me in this diet experience for the month of April. So what you're going to do is just get your mind around it. Uh, 3 cups of leafy greens, and then 3 cups of sulfur-rich stuff. Which, Jane, I love that you and that included onions, broccoli, onions, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, that kind of stuff. And then 3 cups of chopped up, colorful vegetables. So I think that is great, like tomatoes or carrots or bell peppers. Yuck. um, no. All right, we're talking about Benadryl. Chris, Benadryl is for people, believe it or not, if you're having an allergic reaction to something, Benadryl is an antihistamine. Problem, the side effect that you need to consider with Benadryl is that uh, it has been linked to dementia. It has people lose their ability to think. That's what's wrong with me. I don't have MS. I'm always on Benadryl. No, that's not true. I have it, but my husband was taking it to sleep. But the memory lapses are pretty are rough. And I don't want that. Especially Alzheimer's runs in his family, so I don't want him. So Benadryl is not. If you have poison ivy, Benadryl will keep your body from creating the histamines, and the histamines give you swelling. That is, yeah. Gina, you watching? Pretty girl. Yeah, that's right, Tim. We need her here. Um, so anyway, anyway, um, so Benadryl, it's used if you have any sort of swelling, you're having an allergic reaction. It's kind of like it's exactly the it's not steroid, but it's an anti-inflammatory. Uh, that is your sinuses. Deals with your sinuses. Deals with your skin. It is. You ever notice that if you have a really bad case of poison ivy, doctors put you on Bennett or not Benadryl, they put you on prednisone, and the reason why is because that is a steroid anti-inflammatory, and that is like an internal ice job. It's like an internal ice job. Uh, so I'm trying to read this. All right, Chris is saying we give it to our Shih Tzu at night so she won't snore. That's right. You can give it to dogs, uh, but per pound, whatever you talk to your vet to find out how much. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna, because you guys will, yeah, forget it. I'm not telling you that. Anyway, I know Jane's talking to Susan. Oh, Sarah, I thought, you know what? Because I'm not wearing my glasses, I left them in the other room. Um, I got to check and see if it's going to rain today because I'm looking out and it's sunny out there. And if it's this beautiful, I'm going to take that T-bird out and go for a ride. Yesterday, I was sitting right here, and Ranger was sitting right next to me. Anyone, all right, Dennis, anyone taking Kasimta here? All right. Okay. All right, Jim. All right, I gotta find out where you are. Absolutely. Misty, I could pick you up because you're in Baltimore. I'm in Bel Air. But anyway, Sarah's saying that there's snow in Salt Lake City. Sarah, Go to msfrontiers.org and send go click contact the admin of there and send me your address. All right, anybody who gets their address to me is going to get a bookmark. That's my ministry to the public. To just it's amazing. By the way, yesterday I swam. You're in Vicky, and I didn't see you on our list. No, Vicky, yeah, you're not on the list. This here is the list of addresses, so I got to make an additional list. So what I want to do is, yeah, I got to put everybody on the list. Add you, Misty. Yeah, I gotta do that. You know what, Sarah, you doesn't matter if you can type or not. You don't have to type nowadays. Uh, you can go to that, and when it says type your message, do your voice. Click voice or use your cell phone, and tell Siri to dictate uh, a message. Yeah, do that, and then I can send. And Vicky, yeah. So Vicky, send me your address. Let me see. Was it Sarah? You send me that. Let's see. Vanessa, send me your address. All right, I'm scrolling up. Who is Maureen? I don't have your address. And if you're in London and where in the world you are, if you're watching this and you want a bookmark, an attitude bookmark for you, just get your address to me, your physical address. Like if I put a stamp on that and wanted to send it to your butt, tell me where do I have to send it, and I'll pay to get it to you, because it's huge. And I got to tell you this. I was at the gym yesterday, and I went out because my mom was there. And there is a huge difference with people who have a relationship with Christ, and people I know and love who don't. Because I just, does anybody know the word curmudgeon? Curmudgeon is just, they're the grouchy old ladies and men. It just negative people who look like, you remember in Peanuts, Pigpen was the little kid, the brown kid, and he had this stench around him, with flies sometimes around him. And I see that. There were people that I know and love that look so troubled, that look so negative, that just look so unhappy or angry or like they're in pain. And gosh, I was walking out of the gym, and the gal behind the counter, she says, "Oh, so and so that you're related to just left." So I was going to go out, and I saw this person that I'm related to drive and never look over and had the meanest look on her face. And I said, it breaks my heart to see just people with the weight of the world, just negative, 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 negative. And I gosh, I'd do anything for the people I love or that I'm related to have that peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. There's no way to have a smile on your face when you're dealing, say, with advanced MS, or you're dealing with, loss of a spouse, or no matter what you're dealing with. To me, I can't deal. I don't think I'd be able to get out of bed unless I knew that God had worked for me. going for what works. You know, many people wait for Christ, or wait to hear the direction they're supposed to go. Am I doing God's will? And I'll say that, you know what? I am like this attention deficit person. So if you're not telling me what to do, I even reading the Bible, I'm just so chicken, the next shiny object. This is I ask God to let me serve Him every day and make it obvious. And I'll tell you what, it's bizarre how obvious it is when I go out and somebody is there and says, "Can I get you to help me?" It's, when people start asking you for something that you can easily do to make their life better. It's God is helping that person through you, and you don't have to figure out His will, because it's like that's next. This person walked up to me. That's next. Uh, so I please forgive me. I did not take Ritalin. I'm all over the map today because I have you know I don't know. I'm not doing great. So today I'm going to do laundry. I'm going to walk around the block. And tonight is trivia night. I go to McGurk's and I meet my brilliant friends, and we answer trivia questions. We compete against a lot of people. Love everybody. Now, again, if you have MS, you're watching this, Karen, uh, I do not have, yeah, I never sent you a bookmark. So, Karen, you've been watching me long enough. You need, please private message me with your address so I can put that in the mail. Love all of you. Go to msfrontiers.org. If you're watching me on Facebook, follow me. If you're watching me on YouTube, uh, subscribe to my channel. And what we have to do, Dennis, is let's have a committee. If you want to be on a committee to help set up our workshop, our come up with a month, come on, call all that stuff. Just let me know. All right, Jim. That is all right. And I'll tell you how you can make substitute ice creams. I saw something about making ice cream with overripe mashed potato or mashed banana. You mix that up with a little vanilla, and there's different ways to get around. Uh, you know, so it's got to be a challenge. It's got to be good, and I think that we're all smart enough to make this happen. All right, Misty, you haven't gotten yet. You will, because yours went out on Saturday. So in Baltimore. By the way, I will tell you that I sent out to everybody the bookmarks, everybody on this list, and some went to London, some went to Canada. If you are not in the United States, if you are in London or Canada or India, you got your bookmark before a lot of people in the United States did, in different states. Crazy. Probably quicker than people in Baltimore got it. Anyway, please subscribe. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you just want to walk around with just happiness and the glee and the inner glow, feeling and knowing that you're loved and you have purpose there, just ask God, say the words after me. Dear Heavenly Father, you know what? I don't know how to be happy, and I know that Dulci says that you are the key to my happiness. So I'm going to trust you. I'm going to believe, and I'm going to try things different, starting with you. So I know that I'm a sinner, and I know you are the Savior. You came to carry the burdens of the sins of the world. You died for my transgressions. Uh, and I don't want to be a hypocrite anymore. I want to trust in you because you paid the ultimate price. Um, and I will accept you as my Lord and Savior. Uh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, everyone, for watching us. And God bless you and keep coming back. Bye, guys. Good